Welcome back to Iowa Live, and of course so many people doing their massive shopping over the past couple of days, but there's something else that we want to make sure that you're very cognizant of. Tomorrow is a very special day, Jackie.
Yeah, we're hoping to save a few of those dollars from Black Friday and Shop Local to Cyber Monday to don't forget about Giving Tuesday, obviously happening tomorrow, which you're going to be able to help out a lot of great local organizations. So we wanted to talk about one of those organizations, what they're asking for at this time, and how you can truly make a difference. So we're talking about Every Step. I'm very excited to have two wonderful ladies joining us to talk more about the program and ways that you can give back here in our community. So Heather Stuyvesant is joining us, Donor Relations Manager for Every Step Foundation, and Jane Flanagan, Development Coordinator for Every Step as well. So thank you, ladies. For being here. Let's just quickly remind everybody, Every Step Foundation, what exactly is this?
Sure, so Every Step, so we were formerly known as HCI Hospice Care of Iowa,
Right.
Also Visiting Nurse Services. They came together about 8 years ago, and then about 4 years ago, Amanda the Panda joined our group, and so now about a year ago we rebranded so that we'd have one name, and we are known as Every Step now. It's because we are literally with people for every step of their lives, from birth all the way through death, and then grief and loss services as well.
And that's really an important aspect of the whole organization as a whole, is to go through and even after someone passes,
That's
the grieving
right.
process.
Exactly.
And an example of that is something that pretty amazing that happened around the holidays, the Thanksgiving holidays. Let's talk a little bit about that and how it was a huge success this year.
Yes, last week volunteers assembled over 400 cheer boxes.
Cheer boxes.
There's 12 different gifts that are meaningful to people during this holiday season that's coming up.
For example, what's inside of a cheer box? What are a couple of things that are in there?
The number one thing they're requested to open is a amaryllis bulb kit. And it gives people kind of there's symbolic things about the amaryllis and about growing. A lot of people keep that plant year after year after year. There's also a picture frame. There is this year a little panda, a stuffed panda that they could then do a little recording and give it to a child of any age. Picture frame, puzzles, game, a journal, a key ring.
But each one of these items are a tool that a family could use to help get through some difficult times.
Yep, an explanation on every gift about why this is so special.
Now, you mentioned over 400 boxes were created, and that's quite an increase from what you had as recently as last year. How many did you have last year?
We did 309 last year, so this year we'll be probably knocking on 450 soon.
And as we talked about on the program, showing the great work that you were doing, many people that received a box were now donating their time because they wanted to give back to others. But this is just one of, 32 programs that Every Step Foundation is a part of, which is why we're asking and reminding everybody, don't forget about Giving Tuesday. So let's talk about how that affects your organization and what difference that can make.
Sure. So one of the other programs that we have is called the Stork's Nest, and that is a program for new and expecting mothers to earn points through healthy behaviors, and they earn these points to go purchase some of the necessary items they need for their children, their babies that are going to be born, such as a car seat, a crib, diapers, you name it, everything's new. And so this gives them the opportunity, a lot of these mothers, they're living severely below the poverty line. And so if they didn't have this option available to them, they might not be able to get the items that are necessary.
So it's kind of an incentive program. And what type of things are you looking for them to do?
Sure. So just going to like their prenatal visits, for instance, keeping a job, things of that nature that are just healthy. We're encouraging healthy behaviors, and then they earn those points, and they're able to go shopping with those points.
Wow, I'm sure there's a lot of people taking advantage of this. How many people do you see yourself helping each year?
So we serve over 65,000 people each year.
65,000?
And another thing that we do that people don't realize, we have many different languages spoken here in our Des Moines area. We have a huge refugee population, and we have over, I think it's 27 languages represented in-house interpretation services.
Wow.
So that's for not only our programs and services, but you can also utilize our services for other, outside of the organization as well.
Here really to serve everyone, every step of your life, which is incredible. Okay, so you mentioned incentives a moment ago. We all love incentives, especially when we're giving, hopefully on Giving Tuesday. So what are some incentives you're offering individuals if they give back to Every Step tomorrow?
Sure. Well, we kicked off our campaign last Tuesday.
Nice.
Anything
Time to do it right now.
Yes. So as of last Tuesday through tomorrow at noon, if you make a donation, you will be entered in for a drawing for a $100 gift card. And we're going to do that drawing live on Facebook at 1:30. So we're hoping people will check that out and see if they're a lucky winner.
I love it. Okay, so let's talk about how we can donate. I know you were mentioning donating your time this past Thanksgiving holiday, which we always encourage people to do so, especially if they can't afford to give at this time. But if people want to make a donation, how can they do so?
Well, they can go online, everystep.org. They can give us a call if they'd like to. They can send a check, get on social media and see the variety of different ways people can give. And we try to make it as simple as possible.
Let's talk about some of the monetary amounts that people are donating and what they could do. So say someone says, okay, I can afford 25 bucks. What will $25 do for you?
Well, the book and journal that we use for some of our support groups is a $25 gift. We can also, another $25 is
Honoring our veterans.
Yes,
with
honoring
us.
our veterans. We have a special veterans pinning ceremony.
Oh, wow.
And,
Okay, and what about $50?
$50 actually, amazingly, will help buy a car seat. So
Wow.
that is a very important item to have.
And then you mentioned all the different languages that are spoken in the Des Moines area,
Yep.
and just for a little bit more than that, for 60 bucks, you can help in that way too, right?
Exactly, yep. So there's so many different ways that your gifts can make an impact here with our organization. I mean, with over 32 programs and services offered for our Iowans here, there's just, it can go towards so much.
I love it. And kind of just breaking it down so you know when you're donating, what you're
What it can do,
donating
yeah.
towards, since it's so many wonderful
Exactly.
organizations coming
Yes.
together to truly make a difference. So we're asking you to hang on to a few of those dollars as you are out there shopping. We completely understand, but consider Giving Tuesday, and many wonderful organizations already starting that, as Every Step Foundation has. So if you donate from now until noon tomorrow, you're also entered in to win that $100 gift card, which would be amazing as well. Okay, so give us the details again. We want to donate. We want to make a difference in our community. The best way to do so.
I'd say go to everystep.org. It's simple, it's fast. Give us a call. Watch some of our Facebook things, our social media, and you'll make an impact.
Now, is that the same location to everystep.org in case people are looking for some assistance?
Yes.
That'd be the same place to go
Yes.
to for that
Yes.
as
That
well.
would be a great way to get
Yep.
plugged into our programs and services.
Yep.
That is awesome.
And I love that. Just right off of the website, as you saw there, your support changes lives. I don't think it
Yep.
could be said any better than that.
Yep, every gift counts.
Ladies, thank you so much for
Thank
being
you
here
so
today
much.
and everything you do on a regular basis. You can help out wonderful organizations like this. Consider opening up your hearts, maybe even your wallets if you're able to, for Giving Tuesday tomorrow or right now.
Yeah,
if you want to
don't
win
wait
that
till
gift
tomorrow.
card.
Do it now so you don't forget. Okay, you're thinking about it now, aren't you? Well, do it right now. Just jump online right now.
We're gonna